another episode of the Beard Truth. We got Neil from Maverick Beards here for episode 35. How you doing?
All right, dude. How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Just pretty slow morning. It's only just about 11 here. Posted new Instagram video. Just caught up on what's happening on Instagram. And then also found out that my bearded Mac order that I made on Saturday is likely going to be delivered today, which I'm definitely looking forward to. Bit of beard mail. For people that don't know who you are, why don't you give a quick little introduction?
Right. Okay. Well, my name's Neil, and my branding is Maverick Beards, and I started back in September of 2019. It all started very nicely with Rusty Bear over here in the UK. Some of the best products that I've ever tried, to be honest with you, especially from the UK. Yeah, he sent me some stuff and said, "Yeah, go on and shoot a video." So I did.
Cool, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was really nice. Yeah, really nice to sort of do, and it sort of really just evolved from there. And yeah, here we are now in 2021, and yeah, it's all going quite well, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it, the way things are progressing.
That's awesome. If you were stranded on a desert island, you could only bring products from one beard company, who would it be?
Easy peasy. This
Okay.
one right here.
Okay. Nice. That's awesome.
Without a shadow of a doubt. That's like next level.
Yep.
Yeah. Next level stuff, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a lot.
Yep.
You know, get a lot of stuff through for reviewing and all that. But Copper John's, I've been using consistently ever since I spoke to him at the last part of last year when he launched.
Yep.
And yeah, his stuff is amazing. Them ionic inland sea minerals are amazing.
Yep. Yeah, I've only got backwoods coffee from Copper John's, but I'm almost out of this.
I know. When stuff comes through the door, it's really hard sometimes to just sort of keep using products. But this is one that I've always wanted to use. I mean, I've still got a fair bit left in that one, but honestly, Summer Citrus was top notch for me. Oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely lovely. And whenever I get a day where I'm not testing anything, then that's what I throw in.
Cool, that's awesome. This is kind of a funny question. If there was a zombie apocalypse and you could pick 4 company owners to survive alongside, who would you pick?
Company owners. Well, obviously one would be Tyson from Copper John's. The other would be Scott from the Bearded Coast.
Nice.
Brad from Rusty Bear, and for shits and giggles, I would probably say Shaf from Grizzly, because he's hilarious. He's the gift king.
Nice.
Love talking with him. Honestly, we talk on and off all the time, and yeah, he's a dude. He really is.
That's awesome.
Absolutely love him.
Yeah.
About you?
Gotta go Beard King's Andy, number one. That's my homie. I've been talking to him since like August. So number one would be Andy. Number 2, I think, would be Mike from Creme de Dirtha. He's hilarious. I think.
He's sound. Yeah.
But then he's also been in the military, so he's got like training and would know like useful tips for like surviving. I think I gotta go Scott from Bearded Coast as well. Just keep everybody like entertained and like motivated. And then number 4.
Have a quick look.
Yeah. I think I would go Pedro from Black Rebel, because I feel like he could be useful in a zombie apocalypse.
See, all of my guys, we'd all just be holed up somewhere, just having a chat around the bonfire and having a cup of beer, not worrying about anything else that's going on outside. Like, I've not picked anybody that could necessarily be great at fighting off zombies, but yeah.
But as long as you just hole up somewhere safe, like you're good for a while.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome. When did you start growing a beard?
Oh, dude. I'd say early part of 2019. The reason why I grew a beard is because my partner, Michelle, basically wanted to kiss a man with a beard. She wanted to know what it felt like. So I just said, all right, no worries, I'll do that for you. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. I started growing a beard, and yeah, like I say, it's been up and down in length over the course of time, but it's currently at its sort of longest at the minute. So yeah, that's the reason why I grew a beard initially, and yeah, it's just everything's just taken off from there and really sort of grown into a community of awesome dudes.
Yeah, I feel like that's the common theme with like a lot of people that I talk to on this podcast. Like they just kind of start out growing a beard just to see what it's like, and then they start researching products and go down the wormhole, and then they find the community and talk to different owners and different content creators, and it's just a wrap from there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can, to be fair, in the reviewing game, you probably know this yourself. You can either take it really, really seriously, or you can just continue to have a laugh with it.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm kind of sat right in the middle at the minute. You know, I'm trying to put out content that obviously is, beneficial, and it has the information in it, but I'm also trying to keep that sort of fun element to it as well. So yeah, I'm kind of sort of sitting right there at the minute. So
yeah, same here. Like I definitely, and like I'm always trying to improve my content and like have informative, like helpful content, but then also posting posting memes and like having a joke like with people, and definitely got to have a mix of both.
So what you're seeing on the surface is the the brand, the serious brand, but underneath, when you know yourself, underneath, when I'm talking to somebody privately, it's all a laugh, it's all quite funny, and it's just that's what keeps that spirit alive.
Yeah, because you gotta like, especially with like something so time consuming as content creation, like you have to enjoy it, otherwise it's just becomes like just miserable.
Yeah, you have to sort of like enjoy it as well. I think you have to enjoy the products, and I know it might crop up like throughout this sort of interview and stuff, but that's what I find with like Scott and Tyson. It's not necessarily just the products; it's the person behind it as well that makes it thoroughly enjoyable. Those guys, honestly, are legends in my eyes.
Yeah, facts.
They do a brilliant job, and yeah, exactly. Got some of that Olipop.
Ooh, that nice. How is that?
That is awesome. It's such a shame he's discontinued it.
Yeah.
But obviously, he's got his reasons behind that, because he's running his charities and stuff, and he does different things to different. Is it a different week or different month? I can't remember.
I think it's once a month. It's like every month.
It is a month, isn't
it? Different product, and then different like different charity as well. Because I think January was Olipop, and then February is the positive vibe shirts with Sam C. And then I think supposedly there's an oil coming like to go along with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And what he gives back, forgetting the whole big community thing, but what he actually gives back outside of that, with these charitable events is awesome. Honestly, it's so respectful. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, Tyson and Scott were, I think, among the first 3 owners that I had on this podcast, like back in like September, October.
I always enjoy talking to him, and to be fair with you, Jordan, it's one of the reasons why I got Scott on for a month long.
Yeah,
series of live streams, because it's just sometimes honestly, it's not necessarily about the products themselves. We all know what they're like. If you try them, you know what they're like. It's the person behind it, and you know, I just enjoy talking to him. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to get him. I want to get him back on here again at some point, because even the last time was like an hour and a half. I feel like we could have gone longer.
Yeah.
Just easy
Easy.
to
I mean,
talk to.
whenever I come out of a live stream, we're talking for probably. I mean, the last time was like 45 minutes after the live stream. You know what I mean? I was like, I shouldn't have ended it. I should have carried on, like, you know, just shooting it. But no, yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing.
What got you into making YouTube videos originally?
It was all to do with Brad. It was all to do with Brad at Rusty Bear. That's what got me into it. You know, I got some Amazon bought products from Michelle and tried them out, and I really sort of enjoyed how it made the beard feel. Forget the scent and all that. You know, I obviously, when you grow a beard, you know, it becomes quite itchy and irritable and stuff. You know, and that took that away. And then I sort of looked into it a little bit deeper and got talking to Brad, and he said to me, you know, I'll send you some stuff out. You know, would you like to be part of the ambassador program? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of where it all went from.
Cool.
So yeah, it's just, I'd like to give you a different sort of version or a different story to, you know, why and how I grew a beard and why I started using products and stuff like that. But when it comes to these sort of reviews, you know, everything evolves, you know,
totally
over time.
Yeah, absolutely. So I noticed recently that you went through a like a whole logo redesign. What was the kind of like kickstart for that?
I've been looking for intros and outros for a while now. You know, I've spoke to various different people, you know, to stick on the videos, just to sort of give it a bit more of a professional edge. And I just happened to be talking to a guy that sent me some products out, and this is him right here, Nathan and Son.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him.
And I just happened to notice at the time that he also runs his own sort of internet company, you know, designing logos and apps and websites and stuff like that. And I happened to mention to him about it, and he said, yeah, I'll fire it over. So we had a little bit sort of back and forth on it, and I sent the logo over, and he just said, I think I can improve on that. So I said, oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Why not? So when he sent all the sort of banners and intros, outros, and the new logo over, I was like, well, that's quite impressive. But I was still torn, because obviously you have that affiliation with your logo, your old stuff.
Totally. Yep.
And I was like, yeah, but I really like that graffiti style. You know, that was designed for me by another beer company, again, who owns his own company that sort of does all of that sort of thing, and he sort of took his time and very kindly did it for nothing for me. So you know, there was an emotional tie to that as well. So I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do, but when that came through, I was like, do you know what, let's do it. Let's just go for it. You know, let's just rebrand everything and see where it takes me.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a really cool looking logo, and really slick intro for sure.
It's very it's not as intrusive, is it, as the last one? It's very sort of basic in respect on the eye.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I feel like that's the thing with like logos and also like intro videos. It's got to be like straight to the point, not too like crazy and distracting, because like and also like not too long, because otherwise like you may lose people like before the video even like actually starts, if you have like a 2-minute intro.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, you know, the guys that I watch, it's all about the content. It's what they actually put and the effort they put into the videos. You know, you'll see any of the posts I put up, either in my stories or whatever, you know, it's the guys that I will actually sit and I'll watch it from beginning to end. And that doesn't say that, you know, necessarily the guys that I don't put up, I don't watch, because I do. You know, I watch everyone I subscribe to. Well, you know, I endeavor to. You know, obviously with a normal life that I have, you know, 3 children, etc.
Yeah.
You know, I only have so much time to sort
Yeah.
of do it. So when I get a day like today where I'm not working, you know, and I've got the day off and stuff, I'll sit back and I'll chill out for a few hours and I'll watch what people put out. You know, I might not necessarily comment on it, but I'll like the video as long as it's a decent video, you know, or I'll give them some feedback privately or whatever. But yeah, for everyone that I subscribe to, I 100% watch. I'm not a ghost watcher by any stretch of the imagination. Like yourself, you know, I do watch your videos. I give you the thumbs up on stuff like that, you know, because you put some decent content out there. You put in a lot of work in, a lot of effort out there, and it's not gone unnoticed, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that.
No
Yeah, it's. And I feel like with like trying to stay updated on like watching everyone's content it's definitely like you definitely have to put in some effort, you know, especially with like all the live streams going on. Like I think I think there was like 3 happening like last night alone that I had to like bounce in between.
It's difficult for me, dude, because of obviously the time difference.
Yeah.
You know, UK to America or Canada, or and obviously America has its different time zones. You know, so it can be quite hard to catch up on it. I mean, it's just like recently, last weekend, I agreed to be in a live stream, and he sent over the time, and it was like 9 p.m. I was like, yeah, no worries, dude, I'm in for that. Forgetting the whole time zone thing and realized it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh. No, all right, okay, yeah. I've said yes, so I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm hell or high water. It's all about support, Jordan. You know, it's all about supporting your fellow content creators. You know, and giving back to them as well as what they give back to you as well. So, whatever it takes for me, you know, I'll happily put in the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was last week on the Bearded Regard. It was like I think after midnight, like Eastern time, and then like I saw you like pop up in the chat, and I was like, Neil's in the UK. It's like 5 a.m.
Dude, I'm normally up about sort of. I get up at 4:30 anyway to go to work, so my body clock wakes me up naturally anyway. So it just so happens that I come out of the stream at that point, and my phone was dying anyway. So I thought, I'll just have a little chip in and see what's going on over here. And yeah, I was in there for however long it was, half hour, 40 minutes or so, you know, because those dudes, you know, again, it's supporting them, you know, they're just starting out on their journey. So we're giving them a little boost up, giving them everything they need.
Yeah, absolutely. What are some of your go-to companies in the UK you've tried?
At the moment, I mean, I'm just about to do a review a little bit later on this afternoon for 7.
Oh, cool.
Okay, which is the Bearded Mixologist. Now, he's not a company. I must stress that. He does it as a hobby.
Cool.
But he's very knowledgeable in everything that he does. So his products that he turns out they're top notch, they're quality. They really, really are. You know, I've run this through Beard now for over a week. You know, and it's a specially customized scent for me. I gave him a vision. And and just said, go for it. Whatever you need to do, put in it, then do it. And that's exactly what he did. He come along with this particular one. Again, you know, Grizzly is another one. I enjoy using his products. I really, really do. Rusty Bear, again, is another one. I enjoy using his products as well. Yeah, there's a few out there. I've been sort of testing out this Nathan and Son as well. And his stuff, you know, for a brand new company to market it's good. It is good. The butters are lovely. They really are. You know, unfortunately, you know, oils can be a bit basic. You know, in ingredients wise, but you know, it all depends on what your beard accepts and how it sort of feels with those products. So, you know, unfortunately, you've got Copper Johns to stack up against. So, it's gonna be there's gonna be a fight there. But typically those are the guys that I sort of look at and, you know, sort of reach out to because I have that affiliation with them. They're just decent guys behind the scenes as well. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I've tried 3 different UK companies so far. Obviously, Beard Kings, Odin's Beard Care, and then I tried Midas Beard Care, which
yeah, that's a whole nother discussion. I've
yeah,
heard. I've not tried Midas.
don't do it.
I must admit, but I've watched the reviews on it.
Yep.
You know, I've heard what people have had to say, and yeah, I don't know, man. He did reach out to me,
Oh no.
and he said I'll send you out a sample, and I politely declined.
Yeah,
Basically,
I was talking to Rusty Reviews about that, and he said that he got a very similar message, like a while ago after his review came out, and then hasn't heard back from them since.
No, you won't. I mean, again, there was another company in the UK that reached out to me based out in London.
Yeah.
And I took a look on his website. I had a quick look at it and stuff like that. And he's like, I really want to get some stuff out to you. So I said, well, let me just have a quick look into it. And I'll get back to you. And I looked into it, and oh my God, it was shocking. Some of the ingredients that were in it, I can't remember off the top of my head, but some of the ingredients were like, my beard's not going to like that.
Yeah.
At
Oh
all.
no.
So again, he was just another one that I had to politely decline. I don't.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to stick out a negative review on the channel, because if that's the case, then you know, honesty is and transparency is the best policy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for me, I've got enough stuff to go through without having to add that one to the list as well. You know, at some point, if it all dries up, you know, content dries up, then yeah, let's do it. You know, let's go down that route. But right now, you know, things are in a very good place. You know, personally, so I don't need to really be looking at that sort of stuff.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think Midas had like an excessively high amount of vitamin E in their oil, and within minutes of putting it in for the first time, my beard started to dry out. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, straight out and wash that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, you know, that sort of stuff, those sorts of ingredients are not good for your beard. But again, you know, it's something that you learn in your process of what carriers your beard enjoys. Originally, it was sweet almond oil for me. But yeah, using sort of meadow foam oil recently as well. You know, I've seen a lot of improvement with that. So yeah, as time goes on, my range and my knowledge sort of grows, and
absolutely,
you know, I start to learn. So we're into, I think it's we're into season 2 now on Maverick Beards. You know, and if you go back to the very beginning and watch some of the stuff, I'm like, yeah, this is great, smells like lime, and I like it. And that's it. Whereas now there's more content to it, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's more to it. So
yeah, I was actually saying to Brandon from All Things Bearded yesterday when he was on the podcast, like I feel like if you don't go back and watch your old videos and cringe, you haven't improved enough.
Yeah, it's very true. I mean, it's very rudimentary. You know, it's very basic, obviously, because you just don't know, you know, what kind of things people want to watch. But then you sort of now, like, I don't know about you, but I sit and I go through the analytics. I see where the reach is. I see when people watch it. You know, I know what time to release my videos. You know, I know what content to put in it and stuff like that to get the maximum amount that I possibly can out of it.
Yeah, there's a whole science to like studying the numbers with like
YouTube. There is. Again, it's just something that you do. You know, a form of reviewing is research, isn't it? You know,
absolutely.
You down and you go through it, and you try and work out what the best possible outcome is going to be.
Yeah, 100%. So you've mentioned Copper Johns and Bearded Coast. What are some other U.S. companies that you've tried that you've enjoyed?
Wow, lots. Yeah, lots. Honeyocka, Adam, who was on the live stream last weekend. Totally relatable. Lovely guy. Products are phenomenal for the price. Yeah, they are really, really good. Jolly Old Fat Man is another one. It's one of the original American companies that I tried out. because me and another guy over here called Connor got together and got some products and paid one sort of pile of shipping and got loads of stuff over. And
Nice.
you know, with that BTMS in there is, again, it's great for the beard. You know, really, really enjoyed that one. And the scent profiles were, excuse my language, but frigging all day long.
Yeah.
Honestly, no 4 or 5 hours on that one. You know, you're
Yeah.
talking 24 hours and beyond and washing it out. And
Wow.
Paradise was like that strawberry. It was literally bang, 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 bang all day long. Literally just smacked you in the face. But, you know, if you like that sort of thing, it's great.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I've had him recently on the channel, Beard Gents Jay.
Okay.
You know, his stuff I've absolutely loved. You know, really, really enjoyed. Excuse me, just need to pop that on silent. Sorry, that's very unprofessional.
I'll get no stress.
Yeah, Beard Gents stuff. Those butters are, you know, when you look at them, they're aesthetically pleasing. That air wick goodness is really, but forgetting just the aesthetics of it, the actual feel is really good. The way that he uses those different blends, you know, in every single scent that he does, and does that cross training is amazing. And you know, it just sort of teaches your beard to sort of accept other carriers. His stuff is brilliant. Tried a bit of Lux again in the very sort of beginning days of the channel. Haven't revisited him for a very long time, probably close to a year now. But again, profiles are in depth. You know, they're really strong as well. One of the originals as well, again, back in the day, was Koi, Ariel at Koi Beard Co. And I've just seen it popping back up over the place. I love this stuff. I love these balms. You know, I love these oils. You know, without sort of looking back at the minute and looking into the ingredient stuff of it, my beard just, for the first time, just felt so soft, you know, because of his stuff. You know, great guy, great company, and I wish him all the luck. I really hope he comes back with some real big hitters, you know, and really sort of makes his mark again like he did originally back at the beginning.
That's awesome. Yeah, there's so many good ones, but the one that I've been loving recently is Magic City.
I want to try.
Out of Miami. Oh, so good.
I want to try. Yeah, I've been seeing so much about him. Aztec as well is another one.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So this is their Little Havana scent, which is Cuban cigar, amber, whiskey, clove, and wood notes.
Ooh. Not too sure about a clove. Clove always turns me off. Yeah. Whenever I see that on there, it puts me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's the second last scent. So I don't think you would notice it a ton.
No.
I love it. It's one of my favorite scents that I've ever tried. Then I also have Key West from Magic City, which is
that's got to be lime and all that in there.
Mango, coconut, lime, pineapple, sugar, and more.
Gotta be.
And it's just
that's up my strata. That one. I love sweet scents. I do.
Yep. Like I kind of like group it in like the family of like salty vibes from Bearded Coast and lime and coconut from Dertha, like all those kind of like fun, fruity, like kind of sitting by the beach type scents.
Yeah, I love all of that. It's, El Cubano did that from Beard Gents.
Yeah.
You know, Mr. T again was the same thing. You know, it was all like literally sitting on the beach, and just to sort of to lead up to it. It's one of the reasons why I took this on from 7. You know, it's the name is Beach Maverick because cool. I love being by the sea.
Yeah,
you know, I love the whole sort of ethics of, you know, just sort of sitting there and, you know, just sucking in the fresh, clean, salty sea air and stuff. And when I gave him that vision and he sent this over, I was like, I'm there. I'm literally transported to that. You know, this is going to be a really easy review to shoot for me because you hit the nail right on the head.
Yep. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Jordan, can we just pause for 2 seconds? I need the blue. 2 seconds. Yeah.
Sweet. So what are some of your go-to scents from Copper Johns and Bearded Coast?
Copper Johns is definitely summer citrus. That's one for me. Like we've said before, I love my sort of zesty, fruity type scents, you know, and stuff like that. When I smelt that originally, it blew me away.
Yeah.
Really, really, really did. Bearded Coast again, salty vibes, Olipop. You know, they are brilliant. You know, I was actually asked. Yeah, there you go. That strawberry. Hang on, don't say it's not daiquiri. It's a margarita, strawberry margarita, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that one was amazing, honestly. And I questioned him on it. I was like, "Come on a minute, mate. You know, you're saying salty vibes. I'm expecting something salty in there, you know, but it's all fruit."
Yep.
And he explained it about his father, you know,
Yeah.
and how that all came about. So those two particular scents are my go-tos. Days off, those are typically what I stick in. Olipop for me, my description to Olipop was my smile bringer.
Yeah.
When you're feeling a bit crappy and a bit sort of low, you stick a bit of Olipop in, and all of a sudden, you know, your frown's upside down, and you feel really good about it. Yeah, absolutely. And also, Copper Johns, he's just got too much. It is just too much. There's too many different scents to know. Last Cast was another one as well. That's amazing. Another sugary, coconutty, wonderful bit of goodness, really.
Yeah, that one sounds amazing.
You just need to get on it, Jordan. There's
there's
a reason why my Copper Johns collection is so big. Love it. Just absolutely love it. There's not one scent I don't think that he has that I don't enjoy.
Yeah, no, it's, and especially now that Copper Johns has they have Sezzle now, so it's just I can get more things and not get beaten over the head with international shipping.
I've had to take a little bit of a break from it.
Yeah.
You know, again, like I say, for me, it's one or the other. Do I put my money into the channel and pay for intros, outros, new tech, you know, and stuff like that, or do I buy a beer product? So it kind of, at the minute, it's just one or the other. It can't be both.
Yeah, absolutely.
So February's been one of them months where I've put my money into the channel. You know, I've spent it on those particular things rather than actually spending it on products. And, you know, there's still so much content out there that I quite honestly, and don't get me wrong, I'm not being big-headed. I'm struggling to get through it. I'm struggling to find 100%. The time.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm finding it hard to solve.
Yeah, I'm so behind on like reviews that I want to do.
I mean, I had something through recently that I bought personally for me, right?
Yeah.
Not for purpose of review or anything like that. That arrived today, but I can feel it in the package. The tub is huge. It's massive. I can feel, honestly, it feels like it's this big. Like, yeah, it's huge. It's exactly that.
Yeah,
exactly
the
that,
4 ounce
you know,
like monster.
Yeah, this has got to be, you know, something mega in here, and it's from a company that you probably never even heard of, and yet they're the biggest thing actually on the market.
What company?
Doc Spartan.
Never heard of them.
See,
wow.
They were on the American version of Dragon's Den. I forget what it's called over there.
Yeah, Shark Tank, I think it is.
That's it. Yeah, that's one. They were on there, and their company is, I would probably say, I mean, who's the biggest guys in the US now as far as beer companies are concerned? Beard Octane.
Yeah, Beard Brand is a big one too.
Chesapeake.
Yeah, Detroit
is another, and they're in the way that they produce, you know, the amount that they can actually put out, they're bigger.
Wow.
And it just so happens that I just stumbled across it just through sheer luck, basically. I went through the website and I looked at it and I thought, wow. And I just see this one particular thing, this one particular beer butter, and thought to myself, that is me, because it comes straight out of my favorite film. Now,
Okay.
my favourite film is Anchorman.
Ah, nice. Yep.
Of Anchorman, and
So
the
funny.
bit where he nudges the cupboard and it
Yep.
comes open, and he goes, "It's time to make this kitty purr," and he gets Sex Panther out.
Yep.
Right, that's what it's called. I have no clue what it smells like. The description on the website was very bleak, so I just thought, you know what, just for a laugh,
Yeah,
basically, I'm going to
absolutely.
grab me some of this, and yeah, it's here, and I'm going to shoot that one in a while as well.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to that one. Yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. I've reached out to him and spoke to him very limited amount. Obviously, being a big company, they don't always reply, you know, or it's a different person rather than the person you originally spoke to.
Yeah.
So I sort of might struggle for purposes of review to get like enough information together for them, possibly because they don't really need that exposure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
because
fair.
they are that big. But yeah, I mean, take a look at it. They do everything. They do absolutely everything. Women's lines and
Oh wow,
men's lines and all sorts.
that's awesome. Speaking of women's lines, what do you think? What do you think about that whole concept of like beard companies getting into women's lines?
I think it's a necessity. It's a necessity. I do.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of us have got partners. You know, they enjoy what we wear. You know, they enjoy the smell that comes off the beard. You know, I know what Michelle likes particularly. You know, so when I'm around her, I put specific sort of scents in
Yep.
beard. You know, and the question has often been asked. You know, can I apply this to my skin or whatever? The honest truth is, yes, you can.
Yep. Absolutely.
Right? I've done 2 reviews over Christmas. One was with my mum and my auntie, and one was with Michelle herself. I got a company to send some stuff out to her, and obviously she's not got not got beards to apply it to.
Yeah.
So use it on your skin. Use it on your skin, and tell me what it's like. Tell me what you get off it, what benefits, what smells. You know, break it down for me. And that's exactly what they did. And it turned out really, really well. So I think the transition from doing our products to their products is actually very small. You know, I don't think there's a great deal of information they really need to input into it. Obviously, they need to change certain stuff in there for it, like body butters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are obviously different from our beard butters. You know, as we know, our hair on our beards is different from the hair on our heads.
Yep.
You know, so they need to sort of change different ingredients in there. But that whole thing, I do think it's necessary. You know, we can all be big, butch, burly, hairy men if we like, but we're not those men with that woman stood behind us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. My thought has always been, if you can do it well and it doesn't take away from the quality of like your main products, like 100% go for it. Expand your market, like bring in more customers. But I'm like, the one thing that makes me hesitate about it is like the possibility of it taking away like resources from like your time like making beard products, which is like your main thing, and then having like the beard products suffer, which is like the core of your business. So it's
Yeah,
just,
but then take this into consideration, right? Beard Octane does some great stuff. I've got some stuff out there that's due for review soon.
cool.
Okay, these butters are real nice. They are nice. But yet he's gone completely left field, right? And he's spread out into the jerky market, beef jerky market.
Yep.
Right? Now, I've not tried it, but I have seen reviews on it.
Yeah.
And I like jerky. I like beef jerky. Okay. And I've seen that it's really, really good. You know, so if you can expand your time, like you say, from one product to another and not lose that consistency, then great. But we all know that the companies that have released female lines, women's lines now, you know, it's actually not detracted away from their products that they currently produce.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I feel like Bearded Coast could do a cool women's line, like with.
See, for me, right, Bearded Coast, he's good at 2 things. Okay, he's great at beard products,
Yeah.
But the other thing he's really good at is his merch. His hat, beanies, tees. I don't know whether he's got hoodies on there. I haven't looked, to be honest with you. But all of that merch is super, super Cali. It's slick. It's cool. It's amazing. It's not just a logo here on the chest of the t-shirt or potentially on the back. You know, it's a well thought out process.
Yeah, absolutely. Just pulling up the website here. Take a look at the merch. But yeah, it's I definitely want to get some more merch in from
Oh, that 7-panel cap is amazing. I wear it a lot, and I don't really wear hats, caps, beanies, nothing like that.
Okay.
You know, but I wear that. I do wear that quite a bit when I'm out and about. Yeah, that's right, dudes. I'm a 40-year-old man wearing a flat bill.
There. Yeah, 100%. I feel like, I don't know, like people that say like, oh, you can't wear a hat, you can't wear hats if you're this or that. It's like, it's just a hat. Anybody can wear a hat. Hold up. My computer takes its time. Should be over a second. There we go. Yeah, so hats, t-shirts,
There's 7-panel, yeah. There's the beanie.
Yeah. T-shirts. Super cool hoodie.
Oh, he's got a tank. He's got a sweat there as well. There it is there, look, with the Santa Cruz logo on it. That's a hoodie.
Yep. Yeah, New Blend hooded sweatshirt. Yeah, I want to buy that Salty Vibes poster for my wall at some point.
Them stickers are amazing.
Yeah. Yep. There's the Bearded Mixologist.
I'm looking at the Olipop tee at the minute. That's in the basket.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Positive Vibes, heavy blend hooded sweatshirt. That's probably super comfortable.
So if you're on the Bearded Coast website and you end up buying something, if you use my code, all proceeds go back to Positive Vibes.
Yeah, I saw that you were doing that for the month of February. That's super cool. Yeah, no, but I definitely want more stuff from Bearded Coast at some point this year.
That's the thing now, isn't it, Jordan? You know, the things are just popping up left, right, and centre. Companies here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah,
and you just don't know your ass from your elbow sometimes.
It's so true. There's so many things popping up. Like even in the last few days, I think there's been like 3 different companies that have released new scents. Like Detroit Grooming recently released Sturgis, and then Hanyaker just re-released one of their older scents. And
then, he did.
And then there was one more recently. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's so many.
There is. Sometimes it's really, really hard to keep up on top of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. What does your typical like beard grooming morning routine look like?
Depends what I'm doing, really. At the minute, obviously, there's a lot to test. So typically, I start mine on the Thursday. So my beard gets stripped.
Yep.
You know, with a half wash, ready for that week or longer. Then we go into obviously wearing the products during that week. You know, obviously, I'll wear. I'll wash it out with a more gentle wash, like Bearded Coast, for example. You know, just to sort of clean the beard off a little bit. And we just that's how I do it. I normally have sort of an off day on the Sunday, and then I can just sort of strip my beard out and wear something nice, and then strip it out again, ready for shooting and reviews and testing and stuff.
Cool, that's awesome. When you're doing a review, what does the typical workflow for that look like from start to finish?
Normally what I do is I contact company.
Cool.
Straight away. Right, okay, I bought this product. Are you cool for me to review it? As long as the answer is yes, then that's what I do. I would go ahead, I buy it. That's my version of support for these companies, because obviously we've got to give back to small batch.
Absolutely.
So that's what I do. If they choose to send something out extra, that's entirely up to them. I don't ask for it. And obviously when the stuff comes through, what I'll do is I'll wear it and then at the end of the process, the testing process, which is typically about 7 days, depending on whether I've used it before. If it's a brand new company, then they get the full amount of time. And then what I do is I fire over some questions either via DM, and just sort of ask about their background, you know, how, why, when they started the company, pricing ranges, etc. Then obviously go on the website and find out all relevant information on the product sense and stuff like that. Then when it comes to shooting time, it depends. Again, it depends on whether it's a new company or a company I've used before. You know, if it's a new company, I wait until the very last minute to shoot a review. And then I put as much sort of effort as I can into it to also give the people out there that are watching the relevant information. So you'll find that typically in any of my videos, you know, you'll get your introduction, which will be the introduction to the company. Then we'll go into the actual product itself, then the scent profile, then the pricing, and then I'll go into a conclusion, you know, of my thoughts of, you know, what I actually felt about the company, the product, etc., etc.
Absolutely, that's cool. Yeah, it's definitely good to have a consistent like kind of format that you follow. Like I'll test like products out for a few days, up to a week sometimes, and then like I usually like write out all my notes for a review, just so like I know exactly what I'm talking about. And
well,
then
that's exactly where this little baby comes in. That's my little book of goodness. That's where I put everything down. It's all scripted. It's all written out, ready to sort of rock and roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, when it comes to companies like, again, I know we've mentioned them a few times now, Copper John's. It takes a bit longer. It takes a bit longer than 7 days. You know, there's a product in there that's something that no one's ever heard of. So it takes a little bit longer to piece these things together. I think the Copper John's one took me a couple of weeks. Easily to sort of wear it, use it, and you know, get the whole benefit of what that product could actually do. Typically when you read an ingredients list, you know, as a reviewer, you know, or a consumer, whatever you are, you know what your beard likes. So, you know, you see those carriers in there and you think, yeah, that's great. You know, as long as he's got those ratios right, that's going to work really, really well for me. And, you know, that's what sort of shortens that time down a little bit. But when something unique comes out like that, you know, you have to, you know, give it more time.
Absolutely. Yeah. What are some of your kind of goals, like / plans for 2021 for like you personally, the channel, all that kind of stuff?
Well, we'll start with the channel. The channel for me personally for 2021, I just hope that it continues to grow organically. I hope that people continue to support, you know, enjoy the content, and give me some sort of feedback. I don't care whether it's negative, positive, whatever it is, you know, everything helps. Everything helps to bring in a cohesion, you know, of putting out decent content. I don't want to be known as one of them reviewers basically that sticks out crap, you know, and just sticks it out for the sake of sticking it out. You know, because we're not there no more. We're not in that period of time, you know, where I first started out. You know, I'd like to be taken seriously. As far as monetization is concerned, that doesn't bother me. I can support my channel quite happily off my own back. As far as affiliate codes and all that are concerned, typically I don't accept affiliate because I don't believe in taking away from a company. I only believe in giving to them. If that is the case, and I have taken on an affiliate, like for example Bearded Coast, then all proceeds go straight back into the channel. Nothing goes anywhere else. You know, I can actually support myself, you know, on my own. My wage pays for my food, my electricity, my children, everything. You know, I don't need to concern myself with any of that sort of stuff. So it all literally goes back into the channel. As far as personally is concerned, it's a very, very difficult situation that we're all currently living in. As far as COVID and all that's concerned. My beautiful partner that I adore very much lives a very long way away. She's 250 miles away and I haven't seen her since April of last year. So that's been very difficult. I'm hoping over the course of this year that changes and we can actually spend some time physically together. You know, my time is dedicated to my children. They're my number one priority. Everything else pales in comparison. I have 3 wonderful, beautiful children, 2 little girls and 1 boy.
Cool.
They are absolutely the love of my life, and I will do anything for them. Whatever it is they need, I'll find a way to get it. You know, I see them a lot. You know, obviously I'm not with the kid's mum now. You know, but I get to see my children a lot, you know, throughout the course of a week. So it's, you know, it's a very sort of tentative situation that we're all currently in. You know, we're all missing the people that we love the most, you know, whether it be parents, family, partners, whatever it is. So as far as 2021 is concerned, personally, I really, really want to, you know, get back in to that routine of seeing mum, dad, Michelle, you know, all of that sort of stuff. They're massively, massively important to me. And obviously with mental well-being, you know, that's a big, big part of it, you know. So I want to, and, you know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it in any way. You know, I have struggled, you know, to not have that contact. It has affected me mentally in what it is that I want to do, you know, and what it is I want to do going forward. You know, from in England, we had 3 sets of lockdown rules. We've got lockdown 1, which never affected me. It was like I was living in a zombie apocalypse. I literally, my life was carrying on as per normal while everybody else was frozen still. You know, the second lockdown, again, didn't really affect me too much. But this time around, the 3rd time around, it's been extremely, extremely tough, you know, with the rules and regulations that they are coming out with as far as fines are concerned, if you're caught traveling, etc. It's just been really, really tough. So I'm hoping come summer of this year, at some point, we can all get back to some sort of normality, you know, you know, we can all get together as a family and just enjoy our time.
Absolutely. No, I'm very much looking forward to that. Actually, it's even to the point that, like, a couple days ago, I had a dream that, like, we had like a big like pool party just like in my backyard with a whole bunch of people. Like, and I woke up and I was like, man, I wish we could have that.
Jordan, I said it to my mate the other day. I mean, I carpool with a guy. He's in what we call a bubble. So he's in my bubble. So I can sort of travel to work with him and stuff like that. And I said to him the other morning on the way into work, I was like, can you imagine what that first pint's going to be poured like? when we finally get back to the pub, he went, oh, honestly, I can just imagine. And he looked at me and he went, what do you think it's going to be like? I went, shit. He went, what? Why? I went, well, they haven't bloody cleaned the lines, have they? So when they put it through, it's all going to be rubbish. You have to wait a couple of pints. You have to wait for a few pints to be pulled through it first.
Absolutely.
But no, I miss it. I miss my time away from my friends. You know, a few of my old school pals have reached out recently, which has been really, really nice. You know, we've had a few sort of not Zoom meetings, WhatsApp video calls and stuff like that. And it's been nice to get together with them, but it'll be nicer to actually be together and
absolutely
drink and just enjoy our time together. So I'm looking forward to just basically being the animal released from his cage. And
I feel like that's gonna be a whole lot. Like it's gonna be everybody. Like when things start to get normal again. Just like they've been saying, like it's probably gonna be like another like roaring 20s. Just the economy's gonna be like back booming. Everyone's gonna be like hanging out with people all the time. I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be massive. You know, I mean, I don't know what they're talking about at the minute. You know, when we're actually going to be allowed to sort of mingle and stuff again. You know, obviously the vaccine is spreading around and stuff at the minute. So hopefully that's going to be sooner rather than later. But as for timing of it, nobody really knows.
It's just kind of seeing what happens.
Absolutely.
This has been really, really fun conversation. Thanks for coming on. For everybody watching, I'll have Neil's links down below. go check him out. If you're gonna make an order from Copper John's Bearded Coast or any of his other discount links, I'll have those all down below. Yeah, go show his channel some love. Really great videos. Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, don't forget, don't just follow those links, go follow the other guys too. You know, anything that I haven't mentioned, you know, go follow them, go enjoy them. You know, there's plenty of companies out there for you. And at the end of the day, if you need some information, either contact Jordan or myself. You know, we'll help you out in any way we can. Jordan, it's been a pleasure, mate. It's always a pleasure talking to you, buddy.
Of course, absolutely.
I appreciate your time, you know, and I appreciate you putting this together.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.